So here you go. Uttarasangan pating vikshya chiragatam uttarah kosalamalyaih kiranto nadriturmuda paduke bharato grihna chamara vyajanottame vibhishanassa sugriva shveta chatram marutsutah dhanurnishangan chatrughna sita tirthakamandalam Abhibhradangadah khadgam haimang charmarksharan nripa. So this is Rama's entering Ayodhya after the exile. And the first word is Dhunvanta. Dhunvanta. So any guesses? Any?
Dhunvantaha.
Yes, first of all is Dhunvantaha. We have a Visarga here. Okay, can you please remind us of the rule why Visarga has been deleted?
When aha followed by vowel, then the ha is deleted. No sandhi after that.
Yes, yes, and no sandhi after that. That's very important. So Dhunvantaha, what's the meaning or the what part of speech it is? And
Participle.
okay, which kind of participle?
Present.
Yes, yes, present participle. And what's the verb?
I don't know.
Dhan.
The verb is do. Okay, so you have, for example, the present tense, one would be dhunoti. Okay, dhunoti. And do means, what's the meaning of do?
To make sound. To roar.
Sure, maybe you are telling the meaning of some another verb, but this verb means to shake or to tremble something.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so dhunoti means to tremble. Okay, and this will be a sakarmaka dhatu, or a verb that does take object. So shake something. Okay, and this is, yeah. So if it's a present participle, they are almost always adjectives. Okay, so it's, in other words, the shaking person. In other words, the person that is shaking something. So this, what kind of vibhakti is here?
One.
Yeah, masculine. Oh, not 1 1 3, yes, because the actual word is dunvat. Yeah, when you apply the kridanta suffix on dhu, the shatri, we call that shatri suffix, present participle suffix. So it becomes dunvat, and it is declined almost like Bhagavat, almost. In yeah, except for a few forms, it will be just like Bhagavat. So Dhunvantaha, shaking, or shaking, waving, like that. Next, Uttarasangan. Oh,
Uttara plus asangan.
yeah, Asangan. Here we'll have a long A. Asanga. So yeah, what more about this word? Well, I can see immediately that it's a noun. It's a masculine noun, which is
2-3.
2-3. Yes, Asangan. So Asanga means what? Well, asanga usually means attachment. Okay. Now here it will be something a little bit more practical than just attachment and detachment and all those things. Asanga here would mean something that is attached, something, an object that is attached to uttara. And uttara here refers to the upper part of the body. Okay. So in other words, upper cloth. Okay, that's all what it means here. Sometimes you hear the word uttariya in Sanskrit, the upper cloth. So uttarasanga is actually the same thing. Uttarasanga. So shaking upper clothes, patim, because always anusvara is always the M produced from M consonant, vyanjana. So patim.
Now masculine 2-1.
One patim, and pati could mean husband.
Master, Lord.
Yeah, master. The primary meaning is this, yeah, master, lord. Vikshya. Vikshya. Now all of you have to be already familiar who are attending, yeah, regularly our meetings. This vikshya is what we call gerund from the dhatu iksh and prefix v plus iksh means viksh, means to see. So v doesn't really add anything, it doesn't change the meaning in any substantial way, maybe add some more kind of a weight to it. So vikshya, so as it is gerund, it's undeclinable. So seeing, okay, that will be one of our kriyas, one of our actions. So chiragatam,
Chira plus agatam.
adjectives, because it's chira plus agata, and since agata is what we call the kta, or past passive participle, which here will be in actually active, yeah. So one who has come, okay, one who has come. So okay, it's masculine 2-1, one who has come. And what about chira?
Long time.
Okay, after a long time, that's what it would mean. After a long time. Chira means long. Chira means chira is an adjective meaning yeah, long, meaning like a long period. Okay, something long. Yeah, you might have like a kind of a madhyapada lopi samasa here, like chirakala gatam or something like that, but they usually just, you know, cut it short and express as chiragatam, like that. So uttaraha, if you pronounce it separately. So
Now feminine 1-3.
it's adjective, it would be adjective. Uttaraha, well, it could be also masculine or feminine, both. So
Yeah.
and what's meaning of uttaraha? That's what I know. High, northern, yeah. Best. Technically, it would mean the better, the better ones. But anyway, often it's translated as best. Let's see. I was not able to fully understand why this word is there. Okay, kosalaha. Kosalaha. So that would be the noun, masculine.
Feminine.
Oh,
Not feminine, Kosala.
Kosala, yeah. Well, here it will be a little different because are we talking about, what are we talking about here?
The inhabitants
People of
About the
Kosala.
inhabitants, yes. Kosala, let's say citizen. So, yeah. And therefore, when we generalize things in Sanskrit, the generic noun takes the masculine gender. Like you have a mixture of feminine and masculine characters, like gopaha. Okay, now gopa is a class. Okay, cowherds. Yeah. So when there are many cowherds and the genders are mixed, by default in Sanskrit, the masculine gender prevails. So yeah, in a verbal expression. So therefore I write masculine, even though yeah, feminine is also a possibility, but you know, but this would be masculine. Yeah, out of the two. Then okay, Uttara Kosala Malyaihi.
noun 3-3.
Masculine.
Neuter?
Malya, oh yeah, maybe neuter, yeah, true. Malya, and what malya mean?
Garland.
Garland. Yeah, another word for garland is mala, feminine, but malya is also a word, okay, for the same thing. Okay, kiranto. Kirantaha. So what kind of word is this, kirantaha?
Participle.
Yeah, we see something similar here with dunvantaha and kirantaha. So present participle from which dhatu?
Kri.
Sorry, the long one. Oh yeah, kri, yeah, and it means to throw. And kirantaha would be masculine 1-3, yeah, and it's an adjective. So how you will translate it as a present participle from the verb to throw? Throwing, yeah, throwing. Next, nanritur.
Nanrituhu.
Yeah, nanrituhu. So something looks like a verb, and the verb is nrit. Yeah, you can see it actually here in the form is nrit. Now, what's the ending if you're learning the verb endings? Uhu. I will give you a hint. It's this, nandritus. Okay? And we have it in the past tense, which is reduplicated. Nandritus. Okay? Now atus us, the first purusha. Okay? The first person. So, past, lit. And 1-3. They, and rit means to dance. Okay? So they danced. Nandrituhu. S turns into visarga. They danced. Okay, and muda.
Mood. Verb.
It's a verb. No, it's not exactly the verb. It's a noun.
3-1.
Yeah, feminine noun mood. 3-1 muda. Okay, with joy. All right, let's do assemble it. And so the verb is nandrituhu. They danced. You cannot have object. You cannot dance something. Maybe you can dance a dance, but there was no dance here. Okay, kirantaha will be an adjective. Let's see. Okay, we have angerand. Okay, vikshya, seeing something, they danced. So they, what is the subject?
Subject. Uttaraha, Kosalaha.
Yeah, because the verb is plural, 1, 3. So it will be Kosalaha, the citizens of Kosala. And I'm not sure exactly why. Yeah, Uttaraha, either northern Kosala citizens. Maybe Ayodhya was situated in the northern part. I don't know, maybe some of you know it better.
I'm researching that, and it looks like it was divided into Uttara and Dakshina.
Okay, then it makes perfect sense. Yeah. So, yeah. So therefore northern, okay, Uttara, like Uttara Pradesha. We have the state in India. Just a second. Okay. So northern. And they danced. Okay. Other words. Well, we can connect the participles because they're adjectives of the Kosalas. Which kind of citizens? The citizens who were throwing. Let me write it up. Who were throwing and who were shaking something. Okay, so most likely these will have some objects as well. Okay, so first Dunvantaha. What is Dunvant? Shaking, waving. Well, I see upper clothes here. So the crowd is, removing their upper clothes and waving them like flags in joy. Oh, Tarasangan. Okay. Kirantaha, throwing.
Flower garland.
Malihi kirantaha. Malihi. Yeah. Then kirantaha. Okay, does it have an object? Like they would throwing in a sense? Yeah, I guess so. Patim will be the object. And not only of kirantaha is one. In other words, it's not that they were throwing him; they were throwing on him. Yeah, in that sense, like he was the object of their throwing. At the same time, okay, Patim is also object of Vikshya. So Patim goes with both. And Malyehi, yes, it's that was the correct answer. That is, it's connected to Kirantaha. So they were. But why Tritiya? Why the third Vibhakti? How do we translate it? I guess with garlands. Maybe throwing is if you know a better word, but in other words, garlands
Offering.
was
Offering.
not offering. Well, the king is coming, and then everyone is throwing flowers at him, like that. They're kind of showering him with flowers, with garlands. Okay, so this is an instrument, okay, of their action. So they were showering by means of garlands. In other words, they were throwing garlands at their master. at their yeah. And Chiragatam, yeah, goes to Patim.
Patim.
You know, one who has come after a long time. So this is the picture. Yeah, this is the word.
Muda. Muda.
Oh, muda, yeah. Well, muda would
That
be
goes with Kosala or dancing with joy.
dancing, yeah. Nanritur muda. It's kind of stands together with Nanritur. I mean, it it's connected to all their actions, but just immediately it's connected to Nanritur. So they danced. Oh yeah, one more line I forgot. So this is the sentence. Yeah. So the citizens of northern Kosala, having seen or seeing their master who has come after a long time, they danced with joy. They were throwing flowers and garlands at him and waving their upper clothes. That's the meaning.
So Uttara Koshala feminine is the name of Ayodhya. And also it means the place where Ayodhya is.
Uh-huh. Oh, the actual spot of Ayodhya, yeah?
The region.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah.
So it indicates people
Yeah, it
from
indicates
that
people.
place, from Ayodhya.
Yeah. This is actually it's what do we say? It's a good example. Good that you reminded it again. Figurative usage. Okay. If you study Sanskrit meanings, you know there is a direct abhidha vritti. It's called direct usage. You know, you name a thing like okay, a spade, a flower, the sun, the moon. Okay, direct. The house. Now you can figuratively indicate something like here, the Kosalas. Kosala, yeah, as you say, it refers to the province or to the part of the kingdom. But now here the word is used to indicate the actual citizens. Okay, to give you an example in English, like you have a sport match, a football match going on in the stadium. So the commentator could say the stadium stood up on their feet, you know, like, and by saying the stadium, he refers to people in the stadium. Okay, so just the same usage is here. The 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 Kosalas danced. Okay, it doesn't mean he doesn't want to say that the provinces or the cities were dancing, but that the people inhabiting those were dancing. So this is called lakshana vritti. Yeah. And yeah, it's there in all languages. Every language has their figurative usage. Yeah, where by extension you mean something else and not exactly the thing you're naming by the word. All right, anything else on this first verse? All right, let's proceed then. Paduke. Next one is Paduke. We had it before. It's a feminine noun, Paduka. Okay, so 2. Could be 1, 2. 2 sandals. Bharato. Bharataha, noun, masculine. 1, 1. And then Agrihnach. Agrihnach. What is happening here? It's actually Agrihnat, okay? By Sandhi, Ta turns into Cha. Yeah, that's in the consonant sandhis. The rule is there when it's followed by Cha. So what is the verb here? It's a verb. Who can tell me the dhatu?
Gr.
Grinha.
Almost. The dhatu is grah. Okay, grah.
Okay.
Grah means to accept or to take. Yeah, and agrahanat it will be past tense. Lung.
Lung.
Yeah, and that in the beginning, it's not that that you used to negate something. It's not that it's a different This is what you add in this kind of verbal tenses when you conjugate the verbs. So took, okay, agrahanat, took, that would be 1-1. Chamara vyajanottame. Okay, this is a compound, and it's a noun on the whole. So vyajanottame. So please undo the sandhi here.
Chamara, Vyajana,
Vyajana.
and Uttame.
Okay, a and u make o. That's vyajanottame. So can we translate it from the end? As usual, the samasas are easier to translate always from the end. So uttame.
Uttama is topmost,
Best.
like best.
Okay, best. Now what vibhakti is here?
7. 7-1.
This is one possibility. What other possibilities it has? Uttame. What else could it be?
Oh, the dual.
Yes, exactly.
Dual. 2-1.
This is
Or
what it
1-1. Or 2.
well, let's say 2-1. It could be also 1-1. So the best referring to two feminine objects.
No, 1, 2, 2.
Sorry. Mistake. Yeah, 2-2. Okay, chamara vyajana.
It is Shravane.
Yeah, but these are the objects. Chamara means whisk, and vyajana is fan. Fan. Chamara vyajanottame. So the best of fan and whisks, yeah. Chamara vyajanottame. Anyway, meaning the best, of the best quality. And why this uttama here? 1 second, Raj Vidya. No, it's okay. Just leave it. Yeah, the best fan and whisk, and next would be Vibhishana. Masculine 1-1. That's the name. Vibhishana. He came to Ayodhya from Lanka to attend the coronation. Sasugriva. Okay, it's another noun, masculine 1-1. So how do we translate Sasugriva?
Sa plus Sugriva.
Yeah, sa plus Sugriva. So what does it mean? That's
Sa means with.
With, yeah, with Sugriva. Whenever you have that sa in the beginning of another noun, it means saha actually. Yeah, saha. And then saha shrinks to sa. So Sashankha Chakram Sakirita Kundalam. That's famous verse on Vishnu. So exactly, Saha together with Sugriva. And it is a Bahuvrihi Samasa here. It describes Vibhishana. Vibhishana together with Sugriva. Yeah. It will be connected to Vibhishana. Shveta Chatram. Next. It's a noun, yeah? Noun, neuter.
Yes, umbrella.
2-1. Now what's happening here? Why we have cha and cha? Because I know the word is chatra. The word is chatra. Why we have one more cha in beginning?
Sandhiru.
Sandhi rule. Yes, exactly. Sandhi rule. And I think if you look up in that document that I have on the website, the same example is given with the word chatra, if I'm not mistaken. So cha reduplicates when it follows short a and is followed by any vowel. So here we have that same situation. We had one cha, shveta chatram. That cha is followed by a vowel, cha, here, and is preceded by short a. So cha is reduplicated. And then another sandhi takes place. This cha, the first cha, turns into simple cha by the rule Yadava Matre Harikamalam. So it becomes Harikamala, okay? The Vishnu Dasa becomes a Harikamala when another Vishnu Dasa follows, okay? So Shveta Chatram, like that. White umbrella. White umbrella. Marutsutaha. Noun masculine. 1-1. So.
Son of, it's Hanuman, son of wind god.
Son of wind, yeah. Marut means wind or Vayu. Suta is the sun.
Vayu.
Son of wind. Okay, the son of wind. Literally. And next is Dhanur Nishangan. Okay.
Dhanuhu Nishangan.
Dhanu Nishangan. Noun, masculine. 2-3. Nishangan Chatrugna. You see another sandhi here. Nishangan and Shatrugna. Then both the sounds at the end of the word and at the beginning, they change. The shat turns into cha. Yeah, and then the n turns into nya, chavarga nya. Nishangan chatrugna. So dhanur means dhanuhu, yeah?
Bow.
Oh, so what are we talking about here? Nishanga. Well, I think something that is attached to the bow, okay? And that would be arrows, I guess. Nishangan, okay. Arrows of a bow. Okay, then Sita, okay, is simple. It's a noun, feminine, 1-1. The name, Sita, Tirtha. Tirthaka okay. Noun, masculine, 2-1. So Kamandalu, what is Kamandalu?
Pot.
Pot, yeah, specific pot. Specifically meant for carrying water, yeah. Water pot. Now what about Tirtha?
Water, holy water.
Yes. Tirtha means holy water. For a pot for carrying holy waters. Okay. Tirtha Kamandalu. Okay. Then we forgot Shatrugna. Here was Shatrugna, yeah? Chatrugna. Okay. Then Sita we had Abhibrad. Okay, Abhibrad. This is something more interesting. What kind of word it is? Abhibrad.
It's a verb.
Yes, verb. Who
Past
can
tense.
guess the Yes.
Lan. Past tense.
Lang. So what's the ending?
Bri.
What's the ending? Yeah, bri dhatu. So the ending is just the. Yeah, that's the ending. We say dip. Yeah, there is some indicatory letter. Dip. Which means that it's 1-1, first person singular. He, she, it. And bri means to hold. Yeah. To hold, to maintain, to sustain.
Carry.
Yeah. Or to carry. Yeah. Well, let's say held. Okay. In the past tense. Held. Angada, it's another name. One. Then Haimam.
Kadagam.
Khadgam. Yes. I think I need to just type it in. Khadgam. So what khadga is?
Sword.
Sword. Okay. Sword. And this is in a noun. I think neuter.
2-1.
2-1. Yeah. The sword. These are all objects of something. Haimam. We had it few verses ago. And it came from which word?
Golden.
Hema. Yeah.
M.
Hema. Hema is gold. Haima is golden, the quality. So adjective, same, masculine, 2-1. Charmarksharan. What's happening there?
Charma plus rickshaw.
Okay. So let's
Riksharat.
Riksharat. Yes, Sandhi took place. So Vishnu Dasa becomes a Harivenu when a Harivenu follows. Harivenu meaning nasal consonant. So Rat becomes Rad, and optionally changes to Ran. And mostly this option is taken. So Riksharat. So Rat, what is Rat? Rat. King. Okay, and Riksha?
Bear.
Oh, bears.
The
Riksharat. Synonym to Riksharaja. You can say Riksharaja. It's made from the same verb, but just this word is rat is a bit shorter and yeah, like that. Riksharat. So what is charma?
just Jambavan.
It will be Jambavan. Yeah. So charma. Charma means shield. 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 So what it has to do with that? The king of bears and shield. What they have
So
to do?
it was
Huh?
carrying. He was carrying the shield.
Carrying the shield, but you cannot.
Oh no.
The problem is that if he was carrying the shield,
Yes,
you would never put the both in the samasa.
Is it a bahography? Jambavan is a shield.
Jambavan. No, but what would it indicate? What would it describe then outside of itself? What would be the actual noun that it describes? Somebody who has the king of bears and the shield. It doesn't seem like a bahuvrihi to me. So yeah, I mean, I have the answer, but let me see if you can come up with a solution here. Okay, in the meantime, O king, yeah, sambodhana. 8-1. This is our last word, so please let's crack it. What would be here? What's happening here?
Something is missed here. Is it like Madhyalop?
No.
Madhyapadalopi?
Yeah, like technically maybe Charmark Sharan, like the king of bears who carried a shield. Yes, this is the idea ultimately, but it's not. The point is, it's not seen as a samasa. The fact that the words are together doesn't make them a compound. This is the point. The fact that the words are together doesn't.
Like a sandhi,
Huh?
it's joined together. Is it a sandhi?
It's just a sandhi. Yeah, these are just two separate words. They are not samasas. Okay, that's the. So shield. It's just a separate word. So German. Second. It's not typing. Yeah, charma shield. It will be charman. The word is charman. Originally, it's a noun. Newt. Charman. Okay, like preman, dhaman, naman. These are all neuter words ending in n. And then in the first and second case, let's assume it's second case here, that the n will go in the case of neuter word. So you will just be left with charma. And it is a declined word, charma. There is an ending in it, but the ending has been deleted. That's why you don't see the ending. So shield, and it's connected to riksharat by sandhi. So re follows a, they join together and become ar. So charmarksharan ripa. Okay, king of bears. Noun, masculine of. This Raj would be the actual noun here. 1 Raj. The jaw will turn into. I believe. No. Anyway, turn into rat ultimately. Okay, so let's assemble these two verses. Abhibrad is one. Yeah. Abhibrad. So let's start.
Agrihanat. Also Agrihanat.
Oh, another. Yeah. Here. Agrihanat. Took and held. Any other? No. Okay, one is, let's search for the subjects, and they will be all in first case because these are active verbs where the agent is emphasized. So Bharata held. Okay, let's put the object on the spot then. Held what? Paduke.
Paduke.
Grihnat, yeah. He held the two sandals. Okay. And the two sandals. Anything else about Bharata? Chamara Vyajanottame. Okay. It's dual because we are talking about two things, Chamara and Vyajana.
True.
And sorry, neuter. Why I wrote feminine? I don't know. It's neuter, yeah, because Chamara, I don't know about Chanara, but Vyajana is definitely neuter. Most probably Chamara also. So in neuter dual, second case, it will also be just like a feminine ending, uttame. So it's most likely an object, another object. Chamara Vyajanottame. So now all second vibhaktis will be objects. Okay, then object of what? Grihnat, Vibhishana. We have also Vibhishana here, who is described as together with Sugriva. So anything clicks? Do you see anything? See, Vibhishana is with Sugriva,
Yeah,
and we have two things.
they were carrying Chamara and Vyajana.
Exactly, yeah.
Vibhishana and the Sugriva were carrying Chamara and Vyajana.
So Vibhishana with Sugriva carried Chamara and Vyajana. It's interesting that very interesting, because we have two objects and two subjects, and we express it all in singular. This is you can do anything with Sanskrit. Once you master the grammar and the composition skills, you can really do any kind of rachana that you like. Vibhishana with Sugriva carried these two things. Okay.
Then Sveta Chatram is another object carried by Marutsutaha.
Marutsutaha. Yeah, just need to find it all now. Marutsutaha. Okay, is another. Shveta Chatram. Shveta Chatram. Oh, it's up there. Okay, that's another object. Shveta Chatram. So, where is the verb? You know.
It's the same verb for all.
Yeah.
Abhibrat.
Abhibrat. Well,
Prabhuji, Agrinath goes above and Abhibrat comes down.
let me see. Is it Agrihana? Yeah. Sure. So Abhibrat, yeah, we take. I'll correct it later. So technically, what you do is that you imply the same verb, because they cannot. Verb is such a thing that it's like a personal usage item. You can't share it. So if you see other subjects, other objects, the verb is implied in between the lines. You can say it's the same verb. Yeah, it's true, but it's a kind of the copy of it, which is just unstated explicitly. So Marutsutaha Abhibhrat Shveta Chatram. Then Dhanur Nishangan
by Shatrugna.
Shatrugna Dhanur Nishangan. Yeah, the arrows. He carried the arrows. I'll put the verb later. And then Sita, another. Tirtha Kamandalum, another object. Kamandalo. Abhibrad. Yes. Angada, another subject. Angada was carrying the word. Yeah. And the last pair, Jambavan, the king of bears. Charma, the golden shield. Charma, which is described as being golden. So here it is. And Nripa is the Sambodhana. O king. Whom do we address here, O king?
Parikshit?
Yes, Parikshit, because that is the underlying discussion of the Bhāgavatam. It's discussion between Shukadeva and Parikshit. So every now and then he's addressing the king. All right, so yeah, Bharata held this, Vibhishana took, or you can also actually translate it as held, Agrihanat. And so Vishwanatha Chakravarti, in his commentary, he described that this is this is how they how the procession came into entered the Ayodhya. At the head of the procession was Bharata with Padukas. They are mentioned in order, you know. So first mentioned Bharata because he was the first. Next, Vibhishana and Sugriva, they were on the left and right side of Rama. Okay, and then behind Rama was following Hanuman and others, you know. Well, Sita was beside Rama, but you know, specifically he explains like what was happening at the head with Bharata and on the sides with Sugriva and Vibhishana, and behind was Hanuman. Okay, so yeah, this is the verse. Any questions? Anything? I wanted to say something. We are talking about the Padukas of Rama that Bharata has kept on the throne, and then later on he installed them on the throne. And just wanted to share with you one thing. It's this book here. You can see me. Okay. It's called Paduka Sahasram. Yeah. In other words, 1,000 verses in glorification of the Padukas. Okay.
Wow.
Written by Vedanta Deshika, Sri Vaishnava. And basically the thing is, Ranganatha in Sri Rangam, it's the family deity of Ikshvaku dynasty, came through the lineage. So the point is that the Padukas of Ranganatha that are there in Sri Rangam in front of the deity are the same Padukas that basically that Rama wore, and they came with the deity actually later on. And once Vedanta Deshika, he was challenged by one scholar. He was challenged to write a poem about Ranganath in one night. So he tried to refuse the challenge, because what's the use of, trying to outsmart proud people who are anyway proud. So, usually Vaishnavas, they don't engage in useless kind of competitions like that. So but then he, in his dream or during darshan, he got an order from the Lord. No, I want you to take up this challenge. Okay, you take up this challenge. So he took up the challenge, and in one night, they said that in one night, according to the story, he composed 1,000 verses glorifying Lord Ranganatha's Padukas. So can you imagine the topic of poetry? Yeah, the sandal of the Lord. Yeah. So how much to say? 1,000 verses about the sandals, just about the sandals. The point was that the scholar who challenged Vedanta Deshika, he said, I'll compose 1,000 verses in glorification of the Lord's feet. Okay. Then Vedanta Deshika said, okay, compose the feet. I'm not worthy of the feet of the Lord. I can go, I better go lower, lower than the feet. So he composed his poem in glorification of the sandals, which are lower than the feet even. Yeah, and it's amazing if you ever have a chance to explore Sanskrit literature, and specifically poetry, devotional poetry, a bit deeper, then this Paduka Sahasra is one of the most striking poetical compositions in the history of Sanskrit poetry. There's the very fact that, to write 1,000 verses about a single object, it's not a joke. But then to describe them in such a way that it's just every verse is like you get astounded with my God, like how he manages to find such things in the sandals. Like it's really just mind-boggling, mind-blowing to understand what standard of devotion and combined with poetical talent was there in the past. It's just something that you can marvel at. Okay, so I just wanted to, yeah, because we are discussing the padukas, they are mentioned in quite a few verses, so just a small thing. In my Facebook page, Sanskrit Sense, I posted a few articles on this Paduka Sahasra. If you go onto my page, you should go back in history last year around July, August, September, something like that. I featured a few verses from there. Yeah, and just the whole story about this poem. So if you like, if you have some free time, you can go there and read about it. Yeah.
There is a blog, like, is it like an archive?
No, it's just the Sanskrit Sense Facebook page. And you just keep scrolling down until last year's August or September.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah, I didn't manage to continue that thread, although I wanted to. So let's see, maybe sometime in future, if I have a bit more free mind and some more time, I'll definitely write on some more verses from the Paduka Sahasra. Yeah. All
Wow.
right. So yeah, anybody would like to say something before we stop? One second, Andrea, are you a new? Is your first time in the reading room? Okay. Oh, second time. All right. If you have some questions, if you'd like to ask me just one-on-one, we can stay a bit more for a few minutes if you need some guidance or some advice on how to go about it. Otherwise, okay, we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. Yeah. Thank you very much again. Hare Krishna, Sri Ramachandra Vijayate. Srimad Bhāgavatam ki
Jai
jai.
Narasimhadev.
Thank you. Oh, and Narasimha
Oh,
Chaturthi
yeah.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Narasimha Chaturthi.
Yes,
It will be there will be still the reading room will be there tomorrow also?
Oh, tomorrow, yeah. Everyone is, there will be,
Abhishek.
yeah, I just didn't take it into account that, let's see, maybe we can take, maybe we can take a day off tomorrow, because many of us here will be busy with certain celebrations. So yeah, why not we take a day off tomorrow and come all together on Thursday again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for beginning. All right, then. Hare Krishna, Namo Namaha.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.